Hello again. I know I haven't done a video for a while. I've taken the engine apart because I need new bearings throughout, and I'll just update. This is where I am. I've taken all the bearings out, everything. Yeah. Got the new bearings coming hopefully this Friday. It's Wednesday today. All the parts, the gearbox and everything are in there. Cleaned up the cases as much as I can. I'm 12 years old, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? They ain't as bad as they were, put it that way. 10 times better than they were. I've helicoiled that because the thread on it was fucked, so I couldn't use it. I was having to use that fucker. It took fucking ages to drain the oil. So I've helicoiled that, done that. I've got to buy a new gear. That one there on the shit. What shaft is it? I can't remember. It's not the drive shaft. It's the counter shaft. No, sorry, that's the main axle. Right. It is the third. That one. Number 7 is the third gear pinion. I've got to change that. I've got to get shims, new rings, circuit. Sorry. That's my next job. I'm going to test the piston rings. The piston and the crank are spot on. There's no play in it at all. This shaft and everything, all the gears look good. There's a little bit of wear on them, on the fork. This fork was proper worn down, but I've ground that wear out. But I think because it's going onto a new gear, I'm either going to get a second hand or a brand new. I'm not 100% sure. Bloody expensive. There's a cylinder. There's a cylinder head. Clutch. There's a crank. I'll do a better video once I'm installing it. I'll try to anyway. I had a problem with the cylinder head, the inlet cam. I put it together because I cleaned all the valves, cleaned them all up, and I read somewhere that you're not supposed to use lapping compound to seat them, but these are old seats and they're old valves, to be fair. And I've done it. If I have any problems, well, it's my fault. Fuck 'em. But anyway, the inlet cam, it was binding. The exhaust was fine. It was fucking sound. So the only way to get rid of that is to get it machined. But I ain't fucking no machinist, and I ain't paying some fucker to machine it. Want to take a fucking, I don't know, $500,000 off. Fuck that. So I used the lapping compound because I've seen it on the internet. Put some lapping compound in the journals. Only the journals, mind. The bearing was fine. You can test whether it's the bearing, which it definitely wasn't. Just tying it up to spec, and it was fine. The others were loose, and then you tighten up the journals with the bearing loose, and it was binding. So it was just the journals that I lapped, and it's 50 to 60% better now, and I'm happy with that. To be fair, it was really bad. You couldn't even turn it with your hand. Once it was specced, as in torqued, and once I'd done that, it was 50 to 60% better. To be fair, I didn't check it once I pulled the cylinder head off, which I should have done. Wish I fucking had done. But the main thing is it's moving free by 50 to 60% better than it was. So, and I'm happy with that. I will, you know, once I've gone out on it one day, I shall check the clearances. I had to, the middle inlet valve, I had to reshim it. It was 1.80, so I dropped it down to 1.75, and it's fine. It's within spec. And also, I mean, if it does get wider, I've got the 180 shim as well, so I can put that in. It's all gone pretty good so far. Just waiting for somebody to fucking go tits up. It's always, you know. Well, I know putting the new bearings in, it's going to be a fucking ball ache. But it's got to be done. I love the bike. It's brilliant. I've had brilliant fun on it, and I want more. Right, I'll check you later.